Ayo. This is my election day special. I would say, first of all, go vote. I already did. Okay, so the rest of this will be a direct address to El Presidente, okay, or AKA the Orange Douche. So first of all, before I say anything, I want to add in this prefix so the Secret Service doesn't get me, which is that I hope you live a long, long time. I think you're like 70 something, so I hope you live for another, 50 years. Why 50 years? Because that's enough time for more than 10 other presidents to have come to be, okay? I want there to be more presidents, both Democratic and Republican. So then there will be probably more than 10 ex presidents, okay? And I want all these subsequent ex presidents to never invite you to do anything with them, okay? To not acknowledge you, because that's really, I think, what you want. You seem to really care about, acceptance from the establishment, both when you're a businessman back in New York, but also when you're, now supposedly the leader of the free world. But it seems like you really just want somebody to acknowledge you, like the kind of acknowledgement that you never got from your dad. And that's why I hope you live for 50 more years so that you continuously will never get that acknowledgement, because even the Republicans will disown your populist ideology after this, hopefully this election. Okay. Now, to be clear, I am not making a bet on this upcoming election that you will lose. Okay. Uh, I'm not aiming for your loss. I'm aiming for a landslide against you. Okay, because I don't know. To me, your supporters, even though I'm not going to call all Trump supporters racists, I think that's really unfair. Okay, it's a big country. You have like 35% of the population, under your thumb or whatever. So they're not all racist. Absolutely not. I would say if you're a die-hard Trump supporter, at best you are prejudice adjacent. Okay, because you're either prejudice adjacent or prejudice apologist. At best, you're that. I mean, at worst, yeah, you know where I'm going with this, right? But I'm not here to talk about your supporters. Again, I want to address you, Mr. Orange Douche himself. Okay? First of all, on a personal level, I'm really resentful of how you ruined the color orange, which happens to be my favorite color. Look at this monkey over here. Love the color until 2016, and then you came into the picture, and I can't even love the color orange anymore. Okay, orange is supposed to be warm and happy, everything that you're not. Okay, I want to make another comment. How during this pandemic year you're very anti-mask, but it's hypocritical because you always wear one. The orange spray tan mask on your goddamn face already. I mean, maybe that's why you don't like, the surgical masks to when you're out talking to the public or when you're outside. Maybe that's understandable because you already have the spray tan weird burnt sienna orange mask already, and you're like, why should I have to wear two masks at the same time? Well, no one told you to wear the first orange mask to begin with, okay? If you think that makes you look healthier, you know, I don't know. It's really easy to on the internet to find pictures of you with your weird like orange mask, except you could see the side of your face, which is definitely not the same complexion at all. And you don't think that's weird? You think the orange mask makes you look healthier, even though you're kind of, you know, on the borders of being obese? I mean, just work out instead of doing the spray tan thing, or buy suits that actually fit you, even though supposedly you're rich. I mean, what's up with that? What really? What's up with that? Right? My God. But honestly, all right, that's a superficial and personal reason. the real reason that I think, I just want to I want to see you go. Okay, I want to see you go peacefully, or dragged by the Secret Service, kicking and screaming. Either way is good with me, to be honest. I want to see you go because of all that I've read about you, about how you are the least intellectually curious president that anyone has ever seen. Okay, and I can understand that. You're 70 something. Most grandpas of that age, think that they know everything. But, they're usually not the leader of the free world, right? You are the type of person who thinks that you're a doctor because you were given a half an hour briefing on the pandemic or infectious diseases. Wow, oh my god. I think you also mentioned that you're very smart because your uncle was a professor or something. What the hell does that have to do with anything, okay? Tangentially, 1,000 years ago, I'm related to the Emperor of China, okay? Do I get to claim, you know, dominion over a billion people? I don't think so. I wouldn't dare. But you do, okay? Oh my god. First of all, yeah, even beyond your several years that you still have left, hopefully decades. Okay, I also want to make sure, uh, I want to make sure that your legacy is so tainted that when your sons and daughters, those morons that you've raised, who seems to be incapable of critical thinking themselves, I'm sure they'll run for public office at some point. I want the media to do the right thing that they should have done to you next time, which is just to not report it at all. Okay? Because you know what, Mr. Orange Douche, if there's one thing that I do think you're good at, it's marketing yourself, right? But that's just you. I think you're good at it. I don't think your kids are good at it, even at that basic thing. I think your kids are only good at, you know, hanging on to the nepotism that you give them. Okay, so I'm not that worried about a Trump dynasty because, yeah, I want your children or your children's children to be laughed out of every room that they are ever going to be in. Okay, because of you, and I want you to live a long time to be able to see all of your progeny fail miserably because of you. All right? Now go fuck yourself, you fucking piece of shit. Everybody else, go vote.